Hey guys, Timon Veller here from forexreviews.info, and in this video today, what I'll be doing is giving an example of using risk to reward. And in the case of this video, this is a completely experimental video where I will be randomly taking positions. And in this case on AUSD, and I'm on the 8-hour chart in Forex Tester 3. And I'll be using a coin, okay, to decide whether to go long or short, so completely random what entry bias I have. And I'll be using heads for long and tails for short. Okay, and I'll be using a 50 pip stop loss and a 100 pip target. So an example of 2-to-1 trades. And I'll be doing a small batch, a very small batch of just 20 trades in this video, just for example purposes. Okay, so let me just put this aside now. All right, so let's have a look and see how this goes. Okay, so first of all, let me toss the coin and I'll just put it down the table each time, okay? It's a heads in this case. Okay, so I wish I could maybe put a camera on that, but I think you guys are just gonna have to take my word for it. It's not gonna really affect the bias too much. It's a heads, all right? So that means I'm gonna go long. And I'm going to use a 50 pip stop loss and a 100 pip target. So what I'm going to do is I'll just place a long position here. And we will just use a 0.1 risk. Okay, so $1, around to $1 a pip. And like I said, we'll use a, let me just draw this in actually. I'll draw it in like this. 50 pip stop loss. And a take profit of 100 pips, which is right here. Place order. I'll just make sure that's at 50. Yes, it is. Okay, so first trade. Okay, so first trade ended up being a losing trade. Okay, so we lost 50 pips. All right, so I'll just go a little bit further. Okay, so now I will toss the coin again. So I'll just go randomly a bit further on the chart, and then we'll toss the coin again. Like I said, it could be heads, it could be tails. Okay, in this case, it is a tails, which is short. Taking a sell position. So once again, let's do this again. 50 pip stop loss and a 100 pip target. Now, you may be wondering what's the benefit of this? Well, it's just to show risk to reward being used randomly, okay, before applying to a trading method. So the trading method gives you a probability edge, but we just want to see the benefit of just using risk to reward by itself, okay? So, and we're going to look at those numbers. So it's important for looking at numbers, all right? So, have I set 50 pips? Let me just make sure that's 50 pips. Yes, it is. And just make sure this is 100 pips. Okay, so second trade. Okay, so second trade worked out. We just made 100 pips, which essentially will cover another loss in the market because we made one loss of one win of a 2-to-1 and one loss of a 1-to-1. All right, let's go on to the next trade. And we'll just go a little bit further forward, and I'll stop here, okay? Not that it matters. It's a heads. So in this case, this is an area that I wouldn't be interested in taking a long position, but I'll take a long position because of the coin. So let me place, I'll place it exactly where price is. So buy limit, a stop of 50 pips, and a target of, let me just draw, I'll have to, whoops, let me do that again. So bear with me guys. Stop of 50 pips. Now for all those people who are wondering, this platform, this program that I'm using is called Forex Tester 3. It's for testing trading methods, price action, whatever type of chart-based method. It's a great platform, great program, and I highly suggest it for traders when you're learning price action. For backtesting, of course. Okay, and I'll leave a link below this video if you want to go check out this this program. All right, so let me just check this. Oh, it should be easy if just got this. Yeah, okay, so buy limit, 50 pip stop, 100 pip target once again. Okay, so we did take a loss, and it wasn't unexpected. I did expect the market would pull back, but it would have been interesting if we took another win in that case. Anyway, let's go a bit further forward. So right now, we haven't made any money, and we've taken 3 trades. Okay, so let me just, this looks like a good spot. Let me toss the coin again. And we've got a heads. Another long position. Now I have a feeling we're going to get around maybe a little bit of profit or around break even by the end of this test. You know, but you never know because we're only doing a small batch. Okay, it would be more an accurate test if I did a larger batch of say 100 trades or more. But you know, this is just a short video. All right, so I did place, that's a buy stop. Just make sure these numbers, yep, 50. And it says points there, but it's pips, 100 pips. Okay, there we go. So let's see how this plays out. Okay, so that was a winning trade. Nice. So we are $100 up on the trading account. We've taken 4 trades. Right, so I think you guys can already see, just taking a small batch that, you know, that even with randomness, probability is slightly, it should be slightly in my favor. Gain probability, I should say. I shouldn't say probability of a successful trade because I'm just randomly trading, but the gain, a probability of building an account slightly. So like I said, I'm expecting, I could be wrong, that there would be either a small gain or a bit over break even. So I haven't lost any money or a bit of a small gain on the account. So, however, we may get even bigger gain because we are up $100 right now. 4 trades taken. And like I said before, just testing a 2-to-1. However, you know, it would be good test to see a 3-to-1 or a 4-to-1. As an example. Maybe I'll do that in the future. So stay tuned for that. Or just comment below if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. Maybe another random test of, say, a 3-to-1 or a 4-to-1. Just for, you know, just to see a short test of randomness. So I'm gonna toss the coin right now. We might get it might ask us to do a sell or a buy. It doesn't really matter. Okay, it's asking us to do a buy again. Looks like we're getting a lot of buys in a row. We've had 2 buys in a row now. So I'll place a buy. Stop there. And the most important takeaway, I guess, that I'm trying to imply here is don't forget to use risk reward in your trading. I mean, even if this ends up, you know, losing a little bit of money, you got to remember I'm not looking for a valid trade. I'm randomly entering, okay, using a coin. And I'm just using risk to reward as a way of taking trades. So it's really just to serve the point of seeing the value of it. Just making sure these are all, yep, that's right. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, that trade ended up being a losing trade. No problems there. Let's go a few candlesticks further. The important factor with risk to reward is when you're considering a trade in the market and it works out that you make more reward than the risk. Okay, so let's do another example. Okay, it's a heads. Geez, we're getting a lot of buys in a row, which is interesting. So that's an example of randomness. See, I'm tossing a coin. It's not really 50% success ratio sometimes when you think about it, because I've gotten heads multiple times in a row. Well, it is 50% success ratio, but it's over a long period of time. You would expect that you'd get roughly 50% heads and 50% tails, but as you can see, I've gotten way more buys. I've only actually taken one sell. So I've taken 5. I've tossed the coin randomly 5 times, and I've only taken one sell out of all that. Okay, so let's place the take profit. Let's make sure this is 50. Yep, okay, so let's see how this trade goes. Okay, so another loss. So we're back to square one. Interesting, yeah? So let's go a little bit further along. And see, if this doesn't make any money, that's fine, right? That's not the point of this video. Let me toss the coin again. Maybe you'll give us a tails this time. No, another heads. Wow, interesting. Okay, so buy stop, or buy limit, whichever, it's fine. 50 pips. I'll just confirm that. So we're back to, well, we're just like, well, basically the account hasn't grown now. Okay, so now we are 100 pips up. So we've taken 4 losses and 3 wins. Let me just check that. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, like I said, we're 100 pips up. So we are in profit territory. How many trades have we taken? 7. Okay. Okay, this is another good time to do a random one again. So let me toss the coin again. Heads again. What's going on with this coin? There is tails here, guys, but it just keeps giving me heads. Oh well. Let's do another long position. I'm sure once we get back, sooner or later we're going to get a tails, and then maybe it'll be multiple tails in a row, but oh well. Okay, there we go. So 50 pips. Just making sure these are exact. Okay. So the market could continue lower and hit that stop, or it could go up and give us a nice reward, bringing the account up to 10,200 if that happens, or we'll go back down to 10,050. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. So that ended up being a losing trade. All right. All right, let me just go. I'll go a little bit further forward. This will do. Another heads. Unbelievable. Okay, so buy limit. 50. And like, it looks like to me this market's going to pull back. So we could be going back to break even in a minute, guys. But like I said, this is completely random. This is not how I would trade. And would not recommend trading this way. This is just for showing risk reward in a completely random manner. So let me just confirm those numbers again. Cool. And how's this, guys? The account is at 10,166. Completely random and using risk reward. And it looks like the account is growing, guys. Never know. Maybe we'll get on a losing streak. A losing streak of randomness. I mean, that's the funny thing about it. All right. Because we're not, we're not following a trading method here. Oh, you could say it's the random method. But it's not a trading method, guys. Okay. All right, I'll do it again. Okay, so the market's given a little bit of a few waves, and now let's see what it wants us to do. Heads again. This coin, it is a real coin, guys. Oh well, let's do another buy stop. Order. Place a 50 pip stop loss. Ooh. I think I accidentally did 51 there. 100 pip take profit. Ooh, just a little bit smaller. Yep, make sure this is 100 too. Yep. All right, so $10,166 using the random entry with a coin and 50 pip stop loss and 100 pip target. Let's see how this one goes. This is the 10th trade, looks like. Oh, maybe it's the 10th trade. Yeah, it looks like the 10th trade. Is it? Yep. And there we go. All right, so account is now at $10,270. Okay, so we're building an account with complete randomness. Okay, so once again, I'll repeat. We've just taken 10 trades. I mean, this is not a good batch example. You want to do at least 100 trades, 200 trades to get a decent batch. But it is leading to one answer, or it's leading to showing the value of risk to reward, using it in your trading. Leads to the understanding of the value, I should say. Gives insight. All right, let's toss the coin. This is the 11th trade. We'll do 10 more trades to get a really good example of this. Hey, we finally got a tails. All right, so let's place a sell stop, a stop loss, a take profit down here. That looks good. All right, and just make sure this is 50 pips. Okay, so we took a loss. We're at now 10,219. Understand this. We can take a decent losing streak right now. In order, like we could take a good 3, 4, we'd have to take 4 more losing trades in a row in order to get back to break even. So probabilities of the account maintaining that gain it's decent. So just get a random. Okay, let's toss the coin. Heads. All right. So we didn't get 2 tails in a row. We definitely got a tails. We got a tails just before, but we didn't get a second tail toss in a row. And at the moment, taking away randomness for a second, and just looking at the charts, it looks like the market's moving in a bit of an uptrend pattern, so this one could work out. But, like I said, I'm trying to keep this as random as possible. Alright, so we got all that set up. Let's see how this one turns out. And we got it. So, the account, we've taken 12 trades. The account is at $10,325. We've made a $325 gain. Complete randomness, guys. Let's move a bit forward and toss this coin again. Using a 2-to-1. I'm just maybe look away for a moment. Okay, that'll do. Tails. Righto. I'm actually expecting the market will move higher looking at this price action, but it says to sell. So let's sell. So, I'm going to change that to a sell limit. Let's put a stop loss here. And let's put a take profit at 100 pips. So same deal as usual. Random entry. Tossed a tails, which means to take a short. 50 pips stop loss. 100 pips. Let me just confirm that. Take profit. Okay. Okay. So we just took a losing trade. Still decently up. We'd have to actually lose more than 5 trades in a row in order to get back to break even. All right, this will do. Heads. Okay, so let's take this trade as another buy example. Oh, the trade hasn't opened yet. Okay, so let's just let it play out. Okay, so that trade, another random example. It hadn't opened because the entry was just above that price and the price just moved straight down. Okay, before opening the buy limit where I placed it. So the account is at $10,376. So we've made a profit of $376.60 using randomness and a 2-to-1 reward to risk profile. And no technical analysis here, just complete randomness and just going to random points on the chart. Let's find another one. Let's go, this will do. Heads. Place a buy limit there. Stop loss there. And a take profit there. Okay. And just a few more trades. So let's go. Nice. Okay, so that's another example of another random trade taken, which ended up being a winning trade. The account now at $10,477. Okay, so let's go a bit more forward and take those last few trades, 5 more trades. Okay, this will do. Another heads. So place a buy stop there. Stop loss here. Take profit here. Okay, just make sure that, yep. Okay. Okay, so that one ended up being a losing trade. Let's go on to the next trade. Like I said, no bias whatsoever, just looking for, just going a little bit further forward on the chart and then tossing the coin. Okay, so should we go heads or should we go short or long? What does the coin say? We're going to go short. So we just got, well, we just took a buy just before. Okay, so we'll just place a sell stop there. Okay, the market's a little bit volatile, so it's a little bit hard, difficult to place those at the exact numbers, but that's close enough. Just see if I'll try once more. No, I'm getting 101 and 51. That's fine though. Okay, another loss. The account is now at 10,373. So we'd have to take a lot of losses, well, a lot of random losses in order to lose that, you know, that a good amount of the profits that we've made in this test. Yeah, even if we took all losses from now on, we would still make a gain. Okay, so that'll do. Let me just toss the coin. What do you got? Tails. All right, so I'll just place a sell limit here with a stop loss here and a take profit here, and there we go. All right, so just making sure that's 50. So nearly finished the test, guys. Okay, so we've taken 3 losses in a row. Okay, no big deal. Well, 3 random losses in a row. Count is still up over $300. We're about to take the 19th test. It's just a heads. Okay, this will be interesting. So I'll place a buy limit here. A stop loss here. And a take profit here. Okay, so we're in the trade. Ooh, it was close to stopping it out then. Okay, got stopped out. Had a feeling it was going to go up then. You know, it kept holding this low and then it dipped down a bit further. So we now take an example of, we've taken 4 losing trades in a row. One more trade, guys, just to have a look at this batch test with using randomness and risk reward. All right, let's just toss the coin. And it's a tails. Okay, so that's a short. So I'll place a short here. And with a 50 pip stop loss. 100 pip take profit down here. Okay. And let's see how this one performs. Okay, well, those last 5 random trades all end up being losing trades. Just for the heck of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep taking trades until we get a winning trade. And then we'll just look at the numbers. So I've taken 20 trades now, so we've done that batch. However, I just want to keep going until we get a winning trade. All right, so this, I'll go a little bit further forward. Okay, let's toss the coin again. Tails. So another sell. And as soon as we get a winning trade, so we'll just see how long this random losing streak lasts. Sorry. Right, okay, so there we go. Got that sell limit, yep. Oh, just got taken out there, but then the price moved higher anyway. So we're still on a losing streak. All right. Let's toss the coin. Heads, this is interesting. It feels like the market's due for a correction, but heck, let's see what happens. All right, let me just confirm those numbers. Yep. Okay, so we finally got that winning trade. I ended up taking 22 trades. And like I said, the whole purpose of this video was just to show that using risk to reward is valuable in trading. And this is a complete random test. End up taking 22 trades because I want to take it just a couple more trades just to get past that losing sequence. Let's have a look at that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 random losing trades there. And so overall, were we profitable? Is the question. Did we make more gain than we lost? And the answer is yes. Now, I wasn't expecting to make a huge gain, but this actually did much better than I thought. Okay, this actually did quite well. At one stage, we were at 400 and something, which was nice to see. And so, what can you take away from this? Well, you can take away that when you use risk reward in your trading, in your technical trading, it has a huge benefit. And it helps cover losses along the way. As you saw when I got past $400 in profit, I mentioned before that this would cover multiple losses. It was interesting because we got a period of multiple losses. Okay, well that's it for this video. If you want to see another random example, such as if I applied this to a 3-to-1 or a 4-to-1, let me know in the comment section below. It'd be interesting to see a random test of that as well. And if you have any questions on risk to reward and this video topic, feel free to comment below this video. Also, if you appreciate this video, please don't forget to click that like button to show your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.